Welcome to this video on management systems for ASC-certified farms. We will explore how a structured management system helps maintain compliance with ASC requirements, ensures efficient operations, and fosters continuous improvement. So, what is a management system? A management system is the framework that supports a company in managing its operations effectively. It's very likely that every farm, no matter how big or small, already has some form of management system in place, for example, to ensure legal compliance. Some ASC requirements ask farms to develop and maintain management plans such as a water efficiency management plan or a health and welfare management plan. A management system is meant to support these by keeping track of policies, responsible persons, reviews, and record keeping. The ASC Farm Standard does not prescribe one specific sort of management system. This way, farms can develop a management system that best suits their business. However, there are several elements that could be considered. First, the operations and context specific to the farm. For example, a remote sea-based farm might only need basic communities interaction policies, or a site operating a recirculating aquaculture system might need to focus less on escape risk management. Next, the size and organizational complexity of the farm. For example, larger farms need more complex systems for compliance and integration across departments, while smaller farms might be compliant with a simpler system, focusing on core functions and ease of use. A third consideration is internal specialization. Typically, bigger organizations have specialized systems for functions like human resources, finance, or supply chain, which are managed by dedicated teams. On the other hand, small companies often use integrated systems handling multiple functions with fewer specialized roles. Now let's look at the three core components any well-structured management system should have, which are clear policies, defined procedures, and accurate records. Policies need to explain why the farm operates in a certain way. It isn't necessary to have a separate policy for every topic of the ASC Farm Standard. Some topics can be grouped into a single policy, such as the Human Rights Policy. Specific policies are needed for topics that are not straightforward in the local context, like workplace conduct response policies, or where the understanding of the topic can vary among employees. Procedures explain how a site functions day to day, and how policies are applied in operations to achieve the intended outcomes. And finally, records are meant to document that policies and procedures have been followed wherever necessary. They are an essential source of information for both internal assessments and external audits. The use of standardized recording templates can help support the accuracy of information. Records should be well maintained and checked regularly to ensure that only up-to-date versions of documents are in use. Management plays a crucial role in ensuring the success of the management system. ASC requires that at least one management representative with the appropriate expertise is designated to implement specific ASC requirements. In addition, there must also be clear documentation outlining each person's responsibilities, along with detailed role descriptions. For example, a human resources manager may be responsible for the requirements on labor rights and working conditions, while several fish health and welfare experts may be responsible for the requirements on fish health. Competent employees and clear accountability begin with detailed role descriptions, an essential part of the management system for all roles, not just management. At the site, responsibility should be clearly defined, and management should ensure that all employees are competent, experienced, and have the capacity and authority to carry out their tasks effectively. For example, a health and safety manager can carry out and regularly update the health and safety risk assessment and define mitigating measures, but might not have the experience to treat injuries. For this task, another person with the right competency should be officially appointed. To keep the management system effective and aligned with the ASC Farm Standard, regular review is essential and must be conducted annually. This ensures the system remains suitable and capable of meeting the standard's requirements. Review outcomes should address all needed improvements for the management system to remain effective and communicate them to the relevant employees for implementation. In conclusion, by tailoring your management system to your farm's size, complexity, and context, you can support compliance with ASC requirements and relevant regulations, facilitate monitoring and resolution of operational issues, and enhance efficiency, accountability, and continuous improvement.